Moving on, the 12 o'clock game, the Bucks versus the Outlaws. I think this is going to be one of the better games of the day. And Marcel, with the Outlaws scoring a lot of points, putting up 45 and leaving 0 on the board, pretty much a goose egg. What do you see them doing against the Bucks, whose defense is not quite there yet, but their offense is one of the tops in the league?
I see it being another high-scoring game. Honestly, the Outlaws, I think they're capable of putting up points like this on practically everybody in the league, with the exception of a few teams. But I mean, their offense really looks good this year, and the Bucks' defense is really looking not so good this year so far. So I don't think they're gonna have any problem scoring. But the Bucks' O is also a little bit nicer this year too. So I
would say
think
a lot nicer.
I'm not saying it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a high-score game. I got the Outlaws in this game, but I say they win maybe by 2 scores.
With the Outlaws having so many weapons, I mean, they got receivers, they got 2 or 3 really good quarterbacks. They have running backs for days. Do you see them getting over on the Bucks?
Definitely. I mean, the Outlaws are probably the second or third best team in the league right now. They're playing second or third.
So who would you give me your list of teams, first, second, and third?
Well, this team called the Tigers, I think they're still number one. And I don't put it past that the Outlaws are right behind us.
So they're better than the Horns?
I would at this current moment, to me they are. It's more of are they better than the Titans? Now I know they lost to the Titans, but I really think that game could have gone either way. A fumble,
Now you know you disrespecting.
I'm not disrespecting anybody.
A team or two, and I guarantee you they're gonna use that as fuel. But we'll get into that here in the next game.
Now the Bucks, I like what they're doing. They're getting better. That Buck pride is really, they've added athletes this year. Their defense still needs some work. Their offense, I still think, needs work. They're explosive. I don't think they're playing to their strengths on their offense.
Not at all.
Every once in a while they will. But, I think you got to keep that quarterback, Nola. Shout out to Nola. I think you got to keep him live all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Because when he's live, I mean, they are on the go. They're moving downfield. They're moving the chains. And, there's times where there's points in the game where they don't unleash them.
Right.
And that's what gets them, that's where they start to lose the game.
Long yardage situations.
Exactly.
They'll do a toss, almost a handoff.
Right.
And people need to realize, it's very hard to run the ball in this league.
It is.
It's a pass-first league. So when you take that chance of running the ball, and their blocking scheme it's just not very good. You can run the ball if you actually have a scheme down, you practice it. But their blocking scheme to me is not, as effective as it should be if they're trying to run the ball like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep Nola alive all the time. That running back is a beast. Mad respect to him. I definitely think he's the most athletic guy the Bucks have ever had. And I don't think he touches the ball enough. Maybe get him the ball out of the backfield on dumps. Make him the pitchman, things like that. I think
get him out in space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the way the Outlaws are playing right now, I can't pick against them in any game. So I would pick the Outlaws to win that game. I say by a score.
Like 1 score?
I think 1 score. Because I think the Bucks are playing pretty good.
Yeah. Marcel, who you got?
I already said the Outlaws. I said by 2 scores. I said it was going to be.
All right.
We're trying to piggyback off our picks.
I'm not trying to piggyback off of your picks.
The last 2 games.
Because obviously I got to do some catching up. So obviously I need to find some upset.
Obviously you need to piggyback off my picks.
This could be an upset if the Outlaws don't bring their A game. But I think the Outlaws have too much talent on O for the Bucks to contend with. So I'm taking the Outlaws on this one as well.